Kia ora everybody, welcome to Rotorua. Here we are. I'm at Kuirau Park, a thermal park. Let me quickly say hello. I'm in the shade of a tree, so let me just quickly say hello before we step out into the sunshine. Hat on, sunglasses behind me. It's a hot day here. It's really, really beautiful and I'm enjoying having a day away from the beach. So I'm going to show you around the park. It's gorgeous, it's really, really lovely, but I think better really to come here in winter time after there's been a lot of rain. There's a lot of activity. G'day Dave, nice to see you. I was wondering if anybody would turn up at this hour of the day. Thanks for joining. How cold are you? It's boiling hot here. I'm under a tree at the moment. It's really, really hot. Because not only is it the sun shining, the Earth's crust here is very, very thin and a lot of heat comes up. Like, for instance, where these rocks have been piled up, this has been piled up to protect us from all the heat underneath. I don't know what's happening in here. There'll be something gurgling away underneath all these rocks. Benjamin, Mari, nice to see you all. Thanks for joining. Wow. I'm going to take you for a little walk through the park and I'm going to tell you the story about the lake that's here. It's really lovely. Lots of thermal activity. So where we've got fenced off areas, it means there's either boiling mud or steam or something happening in here. I'll get you very dry. So time. And of course all our native plants have, sounds good? Yeah. All our native plants have adapted to live in these really, really hot, in the hot earth, which is pretty crazy. That's Mount Nongataha through there, so that is the, it's a sacred mountain. Oh, it used to be even more sacred before they built a highway in front of it. These things happen. I'm right in the middle of Rotorua City. The hospital's just up here. You can see a bit of traffic going by. We're going to follow one of these paths. It's quite a large park and it's quite large. Lots of kanuka and manuka. It's quite hard to tell the difference between the two of them. One has a softer leaf, but yeah, generally it's hard to tell. Fabulous to see you all, thank you. So it is Thursday here, Rapari, and I was expecting rain. The weatherman said rain, rain all day. It never happened. I think he might have lost his job. It's lovely under the trees. You might be able to hear a few little birds twittering away. Lots of fenced off areas. Number one rule with Rotorua is don't take anything for granted. Don't climb the fences. And also never put your, I always say to people, never put your finger in to test the waters here. Some of this water is, well, this is all dry, but the water can get up to, well, it is around 212 Fahrenheit, which is 100 centigrade, which is crazy. Lots of paths. 38 degrees, okay, far out. We're at opposite ends of the world, aren't we? We're at opposite ends of the world. So I'm seeing a bit of blue sky and some sunshine and a couple of clouds. And this is where we are. We're at Kuirau Park. And Kuirau was a princess. We'll find out a little bit more about her. It's part of the Green Corridor. Green to steam. 38, yeah, 38. So they've got little signposts through here just talking about native plants and what happens to them and how they've adapted. So it's quite good walk through here as well. I'm heading for the lake actually, which is pretty well, lots of nice paths. It's unique. This is the thermal wonderland, Rotorua. So Rotorua's lake, might take you for a walk down at the lake a little bit later. Rua means two, so it's a second lake. 70 in Tampa, okay. That's cold too, isn't it? 70. I think that might be about 15 Fahrenheit, so it's not too hot. Here we go, we've got some boiling mud here. This is where I There's some boiling mud in there. In the winter time, you can hear it glopping. There it is. Let me do a zoom. Like a porridge pot. Ooh, yes, just about. Getting there. So the boiling mud here. There's another one just over there. We'll go around and have a look at that one as well. Wintertime, of course, this is really, really active. Let me just bring you back in. Barb, fantastic. We're just looking at the boiling mud here. You must be cold. Yeah, can you see the mud is just, yeah, she's boiling away, even though it's summertime. Winter, the mud would be up to, you can see where there's a sort of a little bit of a rim, so the water of course fills up and the mud, it's quite exciting. 21, oh 21 is good, 21's fine, that's good, that's not cold at all. Although it might be for you in Florida. Here's the lake here in front of us. Yeah, it's really cool. I'll just pop round and show you the other mud pool before we just head to the lake. Barb, I think you've been here with me before. In the middle of all the kanuka and manuka. Some of the trees have fallen over here. Looks a little bit Jurassic. Looks a little bit Jurassic. What can we see on this side? Oh, plop, plop. Here we go. Ooh. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, nice to be here with me again. Yeah. There we go, boiling mud. All around this area. This is the thermal wonderland. So all around this area there's big pools. They're all fenced off, of course. Doesn't stop people climbing in. And nasty things happen when they do. Very hard to, yeah, very, very hard to save somebody from this hell. It is like hell. There we are. So let me, I've lost my buttons for bringing, I'll just try and bring you back in again. Oopsie. It's 27, wow. I'm just trying to bring you back in. I've lost my, oh, I see what happens. There we go. It's all to do with that camera button. I'm learning something every time I use Prism Live. It's all to do with that camera button. Okay, cool. I'm just going to step out here to the lake. So Lake Kuirau. This was not always a boiling lake. Once upon a time, when lots of people lived here, before European people came here, there was a very beautiful princess and her name was Kuirau, and she used to come here to the lake to bathe. The temperature was really, really beautiful. It was gorgeous then. It's great for your face, makes a great face pack. Anyway, she would come here to bathe in this really beautiful warm lake. One day she disappeared. And they believed that the taniwha, or the monster that lived in this lake, captured her and took him for his own. In retaliation, the gods heated the lake up to kill the taniwha. So to this day it is still boiling, yes. We never got Kuirau back, but we have the lake. And look at the colours, because it is the thermal colours, of course, with all the sulphur and silica and the colours. In the winter time you cannot see the colours of the lake, it's just all steam. And there's a boardwalk that goes all the way round, except just through there, you can just make it out, it's collapsed, it's sunk. Yes, it is a similar sort of area to Yellowstone. So the walkway's been closed on that side, but I can walk you around some of it, and we'll have a look at some of the nature. But just looking down into the water, you can see how clear it is just right here. It is Jurassic, look. Hey, fabulous to see you, Joe. Awesome, thank you. Thanks for joining. And of course, all these plants normally would be living in the forest. They've all adapted over the years, birds as well. So this water is 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. And there's the sky. Beautiful. A little bit of a breeze today. Oh yes, it does say here about the water temperature actually. So as I always say to people, you never test the waters in Rotorua with your finger. Burns and geothermal gas can be fatal. They can. They can. It's happened many times. When I was small, when I was little, I'm still little, my grandmother used to bring me for walks around this area. And of course we had no barriers or anything. We used to go to Hill's Gate and all these different places, and she'd be clutching onto me as we walked around, just in case they slipped and fell in. Nothing but grey skies, Barb. Wow. Hey, 2022 is just around the corner. It's going to bring you a heap more fun, love, happiness, nice days. I can pretty well guarantee 2022 is going to be a lot better than 2021. And of course, your days will start to get longer, ours will start to get shorter. Grace. Lots of movies and doing stuff like that. But imagine in the winter time when we've had lots of rain, how gorgeous this is. All under the path. So still a little bit of moss around. And just have a look here. See, this is Manuka. It's got the spiky leaves. And Manuka, Kanuka is a little bit softer. Has more of a rounded edge to it. Patty, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Having a little bit of a Jurassic walk here. I wonder who lives in here. We're just having a look at the thermal area. It's not the best time of the year to be doing it because we do need rain, but it still looks pretty gorgeous. Still pretty gorgeous. Right on the corner. Actually, the lake is about 2 minutes walk from here, and you can feel when you're walking everywhere how fragile the earth is. It's really amazing, and the earth feels really quite hot as well. So over the years, everything's adapted to the water. Here the water's running out of the lake, still hot. You can see the steam coming off. So obviously the lake is fed by spring. Here it comes. So there's enough water there that it just... Deb, fantastic, nice to see you. Wow, I was just saying, so I wonder if anybody will join at this time of the day. I'm a bit late. Oh, I think I'm a bit later than usual. Nice to see you all. Deb, fabulous. We're just having a look at some of our thermal activity here. We'll have a little walk around the lake, and then I'm going to take you over to have a look at a couple more interesting things. The lake is, this area, this park is large. So it's got sports fields, it's got footbaths. You can go and sit down and put your feet in the thermal waters, which is lovely. That's really, really awesome. See the steam coming off here? And that's really awesome. I've just walked past here. It's really busy though, of course, because everybody at the moment wants to do free activities. So they don't want to pay to go to something. They're just happy. People are happy just to wander around and look at or experience Rotorua as it was before tourists came, I guess. Oh, look, the water's just bubbling over here. It's really lovely. Hot water leaving the lake here. You can still see there's quite a bit of steam. It's fabulous to see you all. Thank you so much. You've no idea how good this makes me feel today. I've had lunch at Le Café de Paris. So my friend Valerie owns the cafe here. So we've had a nice little lunch together where I had, what did I have? Le Spécial, which was a crepe with bacon, banana, maple syrup barb and Dave. So delicious. It was really, really delicious. I look at the lake from this side. Oh, yeah, the lake. It is a lake, and then I'm just thinking Lake Rotorua is just beyond that as well. Yeah, look at the colours. All of these lakes and pools, it depends on the alkaline and the silica and the sulphur, all the colours. Every lake seems to be quite different. Look at that, that's pretty spooky, look at that. So you can see how high the mud comes up. Let me zoom in on that, that's interesting. See, it's caked in mud. Oh, great. It was so good. It was so fantastic, and it wasn't heavy, which was really, really good. I don't usually eat a lot of sweet food, but the maple syrup was delicious. It reminded me of what I had eaten in Canada. Oh, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? Look. Yeah. Operating the cameras. There we go. The hospital's just through there, so occasionally you hear the rescue helicopter come through. Oh, we've had a bit of bad news about COVID. Some DJ from England arrived here to do a concert. Was supposed to be self-isolating and snuck out. Didn't follow the rules, and so we're just waiting now. The steam is fantastic. Yeah. 5 years younger in 5 minutes. Absolutely. Yeah, so we were just waiting on results from all of that now, and everybody's really, really nervous. So, yeah. No, not near here, Barb. The geysers are the other side of the city, and we've got the Pahutu geyser and the Lady Knox geyser, Prince of Wales geyser. There's quite a few over there. There we go, we've got a nice carving. This is the Guardian now looking after the Kuirau Lake. Kuirau. It's quite a difficult one to say. Here's a story about her. Here, Te Taniwha I Te Kuirau. So the Taniwha was the monster, Kuirau was the princess. Yes. She either died of fright because she was so terrified, or that she was taken back to the Taniwha's lair. Whatever happened to her, she was never seen again. The gods were so angry, they made the lake boil to get rid of the Taniwha. And from that day on, the lake was called Lake Kuirau, in memory of the beautiful lady who used to swim in the waters. Absolutely, Deb, and we're all a little bit, a bit angry, really. A little bit angry, really, that this could happen, because we've all followed the and somebody, on a bit of a whim, decided to come in, and hopefully it might be okay, but we're not sure. It's that new variant, so who knows what's going to happen. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'll keep you posted. It's in Auckland. Lucky I'm not in Auckland, so I've had no exposure to anything. There we go. We're on the opposite side of the lake from where we were. Oh, you can see like the water is sinking, because here's the water just hanging about outside here as well. The colours are just gorgeous though, look. We've got another really, really beautiful place here called Waiotapu, and Waiotapu has the champagne pool, and that is where you normally get all these beautiful colours as well. But this is pretty good. This is just like the champagne pool today. Yeah, the water's coming through. Yeah, I'm sure I can feel the heat from it. There's where we were standing, just through there. Can you see there's a couple of, oh, the steam on my face. Everybody, you're fine. 5 years younger, only takes 5 minutes. We're there. Yes, yeah. Looks really gorgeous. A few clouds in the sky. That's the rain that was forecast. That's it up there. Just sitting up there in the sky, which is lovely. Just hanging up there. We don't need it any closer. There we go. Yeah, it's hot. The steam coming off it is really hot. There it's going now, look. Yeah, it looks amazing, doesn't it? Diana, fantastic. Nice to see you. We're just having a walk around the thermal area here. I was just saying, it's winter time, it's amazing. It's so active, but we're getting a good little show of steam right at the moment. This is where the beautiful Maori princess was captured by the taniwha, the monster. I'm using a gimbal, yes. Yeah, I'm using my gimbal. Sometimes it's smooth, sometimes it's a bit dodgy. I've had quite a few accidents with it, but it's been good lately. Here comes a cyclist. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, it's good with the gimbal, I think. I resisted using one for a while because I wanted people really to feel as if they were walking with me. This work. I've got so used to using it now. Yeah, it feels a bit strange just to be going au naturel. Fantastic to see you all. Thanks for joining. So Rotorua is the Maori culture capital of New Zealand. So if you're coming to New Zealand, this is where you would be coming for concerts and kai food and everything. There's so much to do here that's to do with culture, and just generally you're actually immersed in it from the time you arrive without realising it probably, because it's just all around you. It's really, really fantastic. There's nowhere else in New Zealand like it, and I love coming here. There's spa pools. The Polynesian Spa is one of the 10 top spas in the world. You've got all of this nature, and then you've got all the activities around, like whitewater rafting as well. Whitewater rafting, there's jet boating, there's all sorts of stuff happening on the lake, the big lake. It's perfect. Oh, that's great, thank you. Okay, let's go for a little walk. We'll leave this area and I'll walk you over to an area. So this is where the water is leaving Kuirau Lake, and it's just flowing away to somewhere, I guess. Or it might just be part of the lake maybe, because now I think about it, I don't think it goes anywhere. I think this is it. So I think this is still part of the lake. Maybe once upon a time it was a river that did flow somewhere. Yeah. Yes, well, it could be a dinosaur, or there could be something funny happening here. If we go out this way, there's a road that cuts through the park. We're just looking at the road. But there's a nice view of Ngongataha, the mountain through there. The interesting thing about Rotorua is, well, maybe we can just keep going this way, is that a lot of people harness the thermal activity. It's been used in the past mostly for heating and outdoor pools. These days you're not allowed to because the force of the thermal activity has diminished a lot, so they stop people harnessing it for private use. If you already had it, that's fine, but yeah. That's a view, yeah, it is a gorgeous view. So if you already had it in your backyard, that was fine, but new people coming in cannot use it. And the geysers that were decreasing have now started to increase again, which is really, really fantastic. So nature's beginning to take control again, which is cool, which is good. We'll walk through here. You can see how vast this park is. I'll take you for a good walk. Lots and lots of native areas of bush. It's mostly manuka and kanuka, which is fantastic. You have maple syrup in Canada. We have manuka honey in New Zealand. And it's a hot summer's day. It's really, really lovely. But I'll head back to the beach for a swim before too long. Fish and chips for dinner in our house tonight. I said I'll pick them up on the way home. So that's good. Having a nice, leisurely, lazy holiday. Each of these areas behind these wooden fences, this is all some sort of thermal activity, as you can see here on the fence. Yeah, take care, Barb. Yeah. Yes, yeah. I'll try and remember to get a photo of it for you later. Yeah, take care, Barb. Thanks for joining. Awesome. But you can see how the trees, they've just kept on growing. I suppose they've just over the years just adapted themselves to these higher temperatures. Fish and chips are good in New Zealand, really good. I usually get them at Bobby's, which is they go out, do their own fishing. So the fish comes in fresh in the morning, and then we get the fish and chips a little bit later, which is great. The ladies that are there are just fantastic as well. So you can walk, there's lots of paths, you can walk all through these areas. Rotorua, there's actually 20 lakes here, and Lake Rotorua is the largest of them. I think I'm going to take you down for a quick walk to the lake a little bit later. You love manuka, love manuka honey, yeah. I know, it's fantastic. See, just like this is not fenced off, but there's a little patch of heat under there. It's just to stop people burning. I bet these rocks, now do not test with your finger. Yeah, but the rocks are warm. So there's something going on down in there. Manuka honey's great. But even you can just make tea with the leaves from the manuka. Got a mixture of manuka and kanuka through this park. Yeah, it's lovely. And the smell from it's gorgeous, you know. Oh, that tea tree oil, yeah, really lovely. You can sort of like just do that with it, and then it's beautiful. Hello. A few people over there, some people, look at the size of that Pohutakawa tree, it's got people underneath it, lovely. Another little area here, people just coming in for walks, nice and relaxed. Little area through here, where am I heading for? I'm heading for the volcano thing. Where is it? Oh, I'm right beside it. There we go. So of course this has been man-made. It's not a real volcano, but they've just, because there's probably a little bit of a geyser underneath there. You can see, I'll zoom in, at the very top you can see the steam coming out and you can see a bit of the sulphur. Today is about 80. So, but these are boiling hot. These are absolutely boiling hot, so you wouldn't, but that's why this one's fenced off. The little rocks that I touched were just, you know, just very warm. Yeah. The weather, yeah, about 80. Yeah, about 80. See the steam coming out there? So beneath here there's a lot of activity, but they've covered it all up and made it look interesting. And of course kids love this. They think it's a bit of a volcano. There's steam coming out from the sides as well. Quite unique. Quite unique. I'll just walk you through a little bit further. We've got a nice sculpture here. I might put you on wide camera, so we go. Yes, you can. It's great for cooking, Deb. It's really great. If you've the hot pools, you know, the boiling water, it's all great for cooking corn, potatoes, kumara, all sorts of things. Great for cooking people as well sometimes. At the old days. So yes, steam just coming out of the earth here. Pretty amazing. And in the winter time, of course, this is really very, very active. Now we're getting to look a bit moon-like. I can hear the, we're quiet. I can hear the boiling water. Yeah, so if you go to one of the places here and you get a hangi, yes, I know, it's adapted itself over the years. So if you go and get a hangi, which is food cooked underground, or in this case around this area, it is usually steamed. Thermal landscaping, 1967. Yeah, that's good. But the footpaths in this park are just amazing. They're really, really good. But they're busy at the moment. I don't want to take you over there and show you people's feet. There's a lot of people from Auckland here, which is great to see people out exploring. It's a gorgeous park. If you live in Rotorua, I always reckon you need to have a dog because it's such an active place. History of the park. Ever since Maori and Pākehā have lived in Rotorua, they have used and enjoyed the hot pools at Kuirau Park. Waiparu was one of the most popular pools. That's this one here. It was used for bathing in the late 19th century. Kids jumped in on their way home from school. Here we go, cooking. Putting the baskets into the water. In the 1870s, the sinter crust of porous silica produced by Waiparu was recognised for its value as a building material, and it was quarried and used for construction of chimneys. Wow, that's amazing. 1300 AD, this area was used for cooking. Maori only ever cooked in steam vents or clear alkaline springs. Okay, cool. Let me just move in under the trees and see your messages. It's gorgeous though, look. Nice and peaceful. Yes, yeah. Steam coming out of your ears, Diana. Yeah. It is peaceful. I've been, I'm staying over at Papamoa Beach at the moment. It's so busy everywhere. I'm really surprised. Usually this time of the year I'm working, and I'm so surprised how, oh, look at this nice rimu tree. I'm so surprised how busy it is. In fact, it's too busy for me to even do a live stream. So it's during the day, it's easy. Evening's fine because there's not so many people around. but I've never seen it so busy. Partly, I think, because of COVID, people have been able to we've been able to leave Auckland and move around a bit, which is great. And we'll take this little path through here. And also, normally a lot of people be travelling overseas. Yeah, anyway, let me finish. A lot of people will be travelling overseas. We can't travel. So people are spending their money at home. So domestic tourism is having a little bit of a boost. This looks like it might have been an old bath because a wall has been built around it. It does have a fence as well, but a stone wall's been built around it to keep. And I'm sure this is an old bathing area, a bath. Sure, looks like it. The old stone. There's no sign. When I need a sign, there's no sign. Except to say it's danger. And all the different colours of the pools, depending on what's in them. Oh, and they smell gorgeous. There's probably nothing poisonous, nothing that would hurt you in any of these. I've heard people say that you can eat the mud around Rotorua, and there's nothing that would upset you. And as I was getting back to, I was just saying Rotorua is a really, really, not only in terms of thermal activity, but people activity as well. Lots and lots of things to do. We've got gorgeous redwood forests. There's so many nature trails, horse trails. It's just amazing. And when I'm here, I just love seeing everybody on their bicycles, out walking their dogs. If you live here, you definitely need both a bicycle and a dog, I reckon. Oh, some nice ferns through here. It's just good to have a little explore sometimes. There's a nice fern just right there. Yes, it's really different nature from other parts of the world, isn't it? See the ferns there and the rimu. It's really gorgeous. Our forest generally has 3 layers, so we have all the small ferns and shrub at the bottom, and then we have another layer which is taller ferns, like these ones here, and then we go up to the tall trees. So the tall trees are like kahikatea and Rotorua and rimu, and that provides the 3rd layer. And because we didn't have any mammals here, a lot of our birds were ground nesting, so they would just be nesting in these sort of areas or in the sand dunes. And the park just goes on and on. Let's look over here at the ferns all growing. These ferns here all growing in the waters. Now normally you'd imagine these would be growing in cooler areas, cooler climates, but here we've got boiling mud. The trees are gorgeous and all different shades of green, which is great. Yeah, boiling mud there. You see how cracked and dry it is though. And the ferns just all growing quite happily. Quite happily. So the park is divided up by these roads that go through it. There's a big swimming complex at the end as well. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? And beautifully cared for. I'll just take you over to this. Oh, we're nearly at the footbaths. I may as well walk you to the footbaths. Let these bicycles go by. No, you're stopping. Okay.
Look, it goes through the back.
They're waiting for someone. I just heard him say, she never bloody listens. And now she's lost. So they've stopped to wait for somebody. Oh, a footpath coming up.
Yes.
Here are the footpaths coming up. Gorgeous.
Trouble is, he's going that way, we're going that way.
Ah, you're all in different directions, are you?
We're just getting pleasantly lost.
Pleasantly lost. Oh, look at this. I mean, the colours are just gorgeous. Look at this. Wow. Even I'm amazed. That's lovely. Nice to see all these natural colours and all formed by the different minerals and whatever that's in the pools, in the water. Truly amazing. Dried up moss. Colours are gorgeous, look. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll walk over to there. Yeah, the sole purpose, yes. There's a lot of small lakes here, you see, it's all thermal. And some will be boiling and some of them will just be warm. Here we've come to the footpath. I need to go this way. Oh, the gardens. Oh my goodness. Rotorua. Fabulous gardens as well. Another little steaming lake. Let's have a walk through. Oh, the footpath's not too busy. It was really busy when I walked through before. Let's have a walk through. Yeah, more rocks piled up here because you can see where the heat has killed the grass around them. And they won't burn you, but they're just a bit hot. You wouldn't want to be walking on what's underneath them. Nice little entranceway there, nice little wahara. Then you get here. Oh, nobody's using the footpath. They're just getting ready to do it.
No.
So this is the footpath. Nobody's using it. So you just sit on the side and put your feet in, and the water is a very pleasant, probably about, what would the water be, 37, 38 degrees?
Probably a bit less than that.
But less than that, yeah. Yeah, not too hot. I've just asked somebody sitting here. So that's it, and it's lovely alkaline water. Makes your feet feel really beautiful. Nobody using it at the moment. You've still got your shoes on. But that's it, everybody. If you come here, look, it's all free for us at the moment. All 10 of us can jump in. It's really, really beautiful. Just leave your feet in here for 20 minutes or so. And it is called Te Wai Miri Miri o Te Kuirau. Yeah, you're on your feet all day. I know, it's gorgeous. And it's just the natural water, so it hasn't been chlorinated or anything put in it. Don't need soap, don't use soap, Diana, just the water. No, oh, I've got a couple of people outside got their feet in. No, it'd be sacrilege to put soap in here. Got this lovely shelter that's been built, so if it's raining, you're just sitting here under this. It's really lovely. It's got these little windows. Really good. We're going to walk this way. That's right. What are we doing here? I want to show you the gardens, and then I'm going to finish, and I'm going to head down to the lake. Oh, everywhere I look, we've got more water, more thermal activity. This is them. This is the foot baths. Yeah, they're gorgeous. Used to just be an old shed. Oh, and another one. Look, see, I would have been lovely to have been here in the old days because look, they obviously made pools, hot pools. Put these stone fences around them. Should be good. Look at the gardens. Oh, we haven't done a garden today. Look at this. So the gardens in Rotorua are just amazing. The government gardens, beautiful. I was there a little bit earlier. I can smell that. Gorgeous gardens. I think good temperature for growing things. Maples from Canada. Yeah, really pretty, Deb. Lovely. Love a good garden. I appreciate a good garden, especially because I don't do it. And I love it when other people do. Look. Oh, I found a stone wall. So this looks like it might have been a fountain at one stage. It has an empty plastic bottle in it and it has a pipe. So maybe it's been a fountain. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? All of that, we've got a plastic bottle and a pipe. But I am going to finish and I'm just going to walk you. Oh, look, these are baby dahlias. Look. Oh, they're divine. Look. Beautiful. I'm sending you one each. Just pick your colour. Pick your colour. Gorgeous. So there we go, another steaming little small lake here. Yeah, the smell from that is really gorgeous. And here's another small lake here. So I am going to just turn the camera. Hey, thank you very much for joining me. That was awesome. I love this little walk. Been going a little bit longer than I usually do. That's okay. I'm going to head down to the lakefront. So if you want to, I'll probably do another little YouTube. I'm not sure. I'll try to. It depends how busy. It's just so busy everywhere. But thanks everybody. Kia ora, ka kite. Thank you so much for joining me. Awesome to see you all. Let me turn back to a nice view for you. And there we go. I think we'll finish looking this way. How's that? The garden. Yeah. Thank you so much and Happy New Year, Patty. Oh, thanks, Deb. Hey, fabulous to see you all around the world. Around the world in 45 minutes. It's really fantastic. There we go. Thanks for joining me and I'll see you all a little bit later. Thank you so much, everybody. Dave, Maria, who else was here? Barb was here. Benjamin was here. Joe was here. Oh, Patty, awesome. Yeah, lovely. Thanks so much, everybody. Catch you all later. Okay, bye for now.